Hi guys, it's June 19th. I just wanted to quick post a dream I had last night. I'll try to make it as brief as I can and try not to leave out any important details. Okay, I believe I was in the state of Illinois, but I'm not positive. I was on my property, but I was not familiar with the house at all. But I had horses on the property and I was outside. And I also was taking care of a baby. The baby could walk, but it was still just a real tiny little one. And I looked off to my left and there was a volcano erupting, and I assumed it was Yellowstone. Now I grabbed the baby, and as I was running to my car, for whatever reason there were people there, and I was yelling at them, "The rapture is going to happen. You need to get right with Jesus. He died for your sins. You guys need to prepare, and I think that the rapture is going to happen soon." And I jumped in my car and I tried to drive to my family member's house. As I was driving, I hit floodwaters and I had to turn around and drive back. So I end up back at the initial house. Again, I was not familiar with this house in any way. And I had the baby sleeping apparently on the second floor of the house in a crib. And I had horses and I was out in the barn searching for a lost horse named Red. I had his halter, but the horse was missing, and I was looking for him. As I was looking for him, I saw a huge wave of black ash coming from the volcano, and I flipped the radio on, and it said, "The wave is moving across the North America." And so I started to go up into the house to get the baby, and just then an earthquake happened, and a huge earthquake, and the boards were falling and all of the things were falling down and the dishes were falling, and it didn't last too long, but it was a pretty big earthquake because there was a lot of damage. And suddenly there was somebody with me. It was a lady who I did not recognize, and there was in the middle of the floor a shoe, and through the shoe was a nail. Well, what had happened is during the earthquake, the nail fell from the ceiling and pierced the shoe and nailed the shoe into the floor. And the lady said, "That represents Jesus Christ. He took the nails into his feet." And I continued to search for the baby, and at that point the baby was not there. I could not find the baby. And I think that was kind of when I started waking up. The only other thing I remember during this dream is that I was contacted by a physician and told that my husband had a recent checkup and that his cholesterol was dangerously high and that it was a red alert and that he needed to go on a protocol or he would die because he had high cholesterol to the point of an emergency. There was really nothing else that I can remember that was super, that stands out, other than I saw a couple women in the dream that I was like, "Oh, my husband would be so much happier if he married that girl." But that happens to me in every dream. So I don't know if that's important or not, but I just thought this whole dream was interesting. So it starts off with a volcanic eruption, and then a wave of black ash, and then a huge earthquake, and also intermingled in there was some flooding. So anyway, I wanted to share it. Don't get these dreams often, and thought it was interesting. Thanks, guys.